So I've got a little bit of exciting news to share. My business partner and I have been working over the last couple of weeks with a company that provides amusement games to all of the Regal Cinema movie theaters across the United States, across the nation. And they were looking for partners in different areas of the country, and I guess they reached out to Betson, and the Betson is our distributor that we use, our reseller for a lot of the larger video games that we buy, the raw thrills type games like Jurassic Park Environmental and Cruisin' USA and the drivers and Mario Kart drivers, and anyway those bigger games. So I guess they reached to Betson and said, hey, you know what, are there any operators in the Virginia, DC, Maryland area that you would recommend working with? And actually, I guess at the time they were only looking for like DC and Maryland. And our sales guy referred them to us, which we're very grateful for. And after talking to them, they seemed interested in having us not only do Maryland and DC, but having us do some of their Virginia locations as well. So we are going to be operating 16 Regal Cinema locations, at least the amusement, adding amusement games like claw machines and other things, merchandisers and video games to 16 of the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area Regal Cinemas, which is pretty exciting. Big move for us. We have about 10 locations right now, so this is definitely going to more than double the size of our footprint. Of course, it'll be it's a pretty sizable investment, a lot of time commitment, just in the setup, but also having to visit the sites and take care of them, and just the quantity is going to be challenging. So we might be trying to find our first employee here in the near future. But so our plan right now is we're going to try to get a warehouse space and have most of the games shipped to that warehouse space. So get something temporary, 3-4 months, something like that. Have most of the games shipped to that warehouse so that we can unbox them, set them up, configure them, install either the credit card readers or the arcade card system readers on there, test everything, make sure that everything works, and get it all set up and ready to go. And then we'll distribute, like get a truck and set up one or two locations a day. In the past, when we're just setting up one location, we have just direct shipped games to that location. But the challenging part with that is, one, the drivers don't always, or the shippers don't always tell you exactly when it's coming. Sometimes we'll just get a phone call from the driver that, hey, I'm here at the location and I have a delivery, which, can be pretty inconvenient. A lot of times then you're unboxing and setting up and drilling and doing all that stuff, on customer site with customers present, especially in the places we operate, like breweries and restaurants and things. It can be kind of a little awkward. So anyway, we're going to try to get everything pre-configured and then go from there. They want, primarily merchandiser type games, so like claw machines, a couple of video games. So we'll do some bigger environmental stuff, like I was talking about earlier, the Jurassic Parks and Halo, and a couple drivers and things like the Cruisins. We love the Marvel Contest of Champions and the Injustice games that give out the cards. Those seem to do really well, so we'll definitely be using those. But primarily, we'll be merchandiser type things. We work with a company called Pipeline, and they have a whole variety of claw machines or redemption machines. They have, games like Brick Attack, but things that are not just like claw games, but they're still skill based and fun to play. You still win prizes and things. So we're going to try to get several of our pieces of our equipment, several pieces of this order through Pipeline. Anything that is any location that has like 9 or more pieces, we're going to have to put a arcade card system in. So we have these card systems at a couple of our locations now: Ocelot Brewing in Dulles, Virginia, Solace Brewing in just around the corner in Sterling, Virginia, and then Solace Outpost in Falls Church, and the Solace Outpost in the Navy Yard in DC. We have a little wall-mounted one, even though that's a smaller footprint arcade. But anyway, any of these locations that have like 9 or more, I think we're going to have to put a card system in, which is fine. Otherwise, if there's no card system, there's going to be NIAX credit card readers on every game, which is great. They can, you swipe, you tap, Apple Pay, whatever. So those are pretty good. We're really excited about this. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for us, and I'm going to try to take as much video as I possibly can and record the journey, the trials and tribulations, and but looking forward to you joining us on this journey and giving you an insight as to what this business can be like.